When military service members leave the military or decide to transition out, they're going from having all the social determinants of health factors. They have work, they have housing, they receive education through the training. And when they transition out, all of those stop immediately. That transition can be paralytic when you don't have those support structures in place as you would in the military. And creating Waypoint filled a need as part of fulfilling those social determinants of health in relationship to employment and job seeking.
Part of our job is to provide financial assistance to veterans as well as try to get them employed. Waypoint has been great at providing assistance, getting them employment. So actually it's been a major resource for getting them employed. I just think it's a great program, and I think it really should continue. If we're going to fund something, let's fund something that works.
They were able to help me kind of do some job searching and find jobs that they felt were a good fit for me. And I think just finding something that was suitable to my skill set, so to speak. I mean, with an advanced degree, it's not easy to find jobs. Very instrumental in helping me reformat my resume, making it a little more user-friendly, I think was pretty instrumental. I saw a tremendous uptake in the amount of interviews I started getting once my resume was kind of adjusted. The response and connection that is there, I think it has been helpful. You're not just kind of a name or an email, but there's actual attentiveness to kind of helping you find a position, and I think that's what separates Waypoint from other organizations.
If a veteran doesn't have a job, they cannot sustain their housing, and it's cyclical. It'll keep going and going and going, and they need something to do with their hands, something to do with their minds to keep them occupied and feeling like valuable members of the community.
It's not just about finding a candidate and putting them in a room for an interview. They prepare them. A lot of times people don't realize that they have skill sets that will fit jobs. What Waypoint does is takes that question away. Veterans need to understand that their job doesn't end when they stop serving, whether it be overseas or here at home. There is opportunity for them. We need to help them to understand that they do add value. They all have a skill set. The question is where does that skill set best work? Veterans understand the word service.
This program should definitely continue to be funded, and the reason is veteran services has come a long way, but it still has a long way to go. It's very stressful, especially when you get out of the military with a family and stuff like that. But to really have Waypoint help to go to that interview and then have the offer letter as you're signing it, and knowing that there's not going to be any more stress, and now you can open that new chapter in life.
We had a fellow who had just moved to the state, was pretty much homeless, and we were able to get him services, job-related. We were able to get him housing. It was like the perfect scenario where everything just worked out that we did within a matter of a couple of weeks. Waypoint Careers was one of the resources that we used that kind of made all that happen.
In the military, we navigate getting from point A to point B, and waypoints are very important for us to make sure that we don't get lost and we stay on the right track. An organization that looks for jobs for veterans called Waypoint, it makes sense to us. It's something that we can directly connect to.
When I got out of the service, I mean, I was young, and probably 2 or 3 years after I got married, typical. I had three lovely kids that I loved and enjoyed. Wife come home one day and said, the marriage is over. So my life kind of spiraled out for a little bit there, trying to keep the family intact, trying to do everything, everything that was going on with myself. I struggled. I held some jobs here and there, just to get by, hoping the family would get back together. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. Drinking, pills, you name it, I was doing it. I just didn't really have a purpose to do anything. It was just basically, I drank, I slept, I drank, I slept, and then it was finally at one point, probably a little over 2 years ago, I just woke up one morning and I said, you know what, I'm tired of living this life. And I'm sure there's probably a lot of veterans out there that do the same thing, but don't feel like there's not help out there. I think probably my favorite moment was after coming down here for roughly a month and a half, was actually telling you I got a job. I'd been trying doing it on my own for 3, 4, 5 months, to no avail. But after, coming down here and, you would point me to a couple of your contacts, I think that was the proudest thing I felt, was be able to call you and say, hey, I got hired.